Yeah. Yo, I can say I'm one of the hardest working niggas out. One of the smartest rappers in this bitch without a doubt. I can say that I'm a walking, talking major key. The so-called minority playing major league.
This is Grady, man. Street supporter of the New World Order, Editor-N-Cheef of Black Fox Newz, and the CEO of the Graduation Party LLC, which today is being officially launched as a political party whose platform is education. Now, the reason that this will be catapulted into the main row of political parties that we deal with as we separate ourselves from having a two-party system in the United States, because obviously it's killing the United States. I'm able to do this because I have just turned 35 years old today, and it now allows me to do something that I've wanted to do for about 10 years now. You know, something that you might have gotten a hint that I wanted to do, you know, when you look at the name of my first mixtape or the name of my company being called the Graduation Party, or, you know, maybe you've seen past performances of mine where I've actually said this in, you know, in shows or in videos that I'm doing this. But now I am officially able to be your leader and run for president of the United States of America. And I am going to do that. I'm doing that out of civic duty. I look at the candidates that, or the politicians rather, and you know, the people that are openly saying that they want to run for president of the United States, and I'm troubled, to say the least. A lot of people who have the credentials to hold such a position don't necessarily have the gall or the, we'll say, charismatic stamina to run for such a position, or the entertainment stamina maybe. And a lot of people with that stamina, a lot of people with that ability to be in the light, and for as much as it takes to make something like that happen. A lot of those people don't have the credentials. A lot of people don't have the intelligence. A lot of people did not put in the intellectual work and have the right to even do so. I think you're dealing with somebody that does. As you heard me say in the beginning of this, I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Black Fox Newz. This actually is a real news channel that disseminates real information aside of sharing culture. You know, you're talking to somebody that actually is educated. You know, I have a HBCU degree as well as an Ivy League degree. You're talking to somebody that relates and empathizes with you, the American people. You know, from the lower class to the upper class, from the educated to the non-educated. You know, from the workers, working class, to the street pharmacists, to the preachers, to the teachers, to the athletes and jocks, to the geeks, and the scientists. You know, I think all of these things, all of these paths are important, especially as we come in these very dynamic times that we're in. You know, I say dynamic because there's so many things in motion at once. I think in order to get through these times, they call for dynamic solutions. And you want to deal with someone that understands what's going on and actually has the intelligence to discern, to process information and discern what's going on. And that's the beauty of not only me running for president, in my opinion, but also in me introducing the Graduation Party to the United States of America, because the platform is based on education, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers is dumb as hell. That just is what it is, man. A lot of the disagreements that, especially when it comes to like politics and with the Democrats and the Republicans, a lot of the topics that come in public discourse have right answers. And we have people not only becoming demagogues and purposely leading people to be in, you know, oppositions to others for their own personal gain, but you're also subjecting you also have people who are not unknowingly doing these things, and that's while that's expected to happen, it's the people of America that aren't able to see through these things that worries me. And to me, it just shows a reflection of the awful educational infrastructure that we have in the United States of America that must be changed. Motherfuckers is dumb. You know what I mean? To put it in layman's terms. Now, we can always move forward. And with me at the helm of the executive branch of the United States, we can do that. We can do that in a way that truly reflects the democratic republic that we actually live in. Other platforms I'll be running on will have to do with also slowing down the rollout of 5G, which has not gone through the scientific gauntlet that it should go through in order for all of the politicians led by Donald Trump to sign off on the bill to actually enact these things, to go ahead and build these millimeter wave towers that's on top of the 5G, the 4G, and the 3G that we're already dealing with, causing radiation that we have not thoroughly studied. And scientists around the world have signed petitions to halt the rollout of 5G so that we can actually get to not only identifying whether it's truly safe or not, but if it's not safe, implementing the infrastructure necessary to make it safe. And the third thing that I'll be running on has to do with war in the United States of America. Not in it domestically, but that has to get handled outside of the United States. Foreign policy, to put it in, political terms, where I vow to take $300 billion that continuously gets allocated toward our military-industrial complex via the National Defense Authorization Act and reallocate that towards green energy. Having renewable energy structures not only keeps that $300 billion within the same sector of business and society, so it's not messing up your financial indices or anything like that, rich folks, but so don't get your panties in a bunch. But nevertheless, it also allows us to move towards a safer society and encourage us to be at the forefront of a positive thing, a great thing within the world. We can actually lead the world in a positive way. I think foreign policy-wise, that not only will improve our relations throughout the entire world, not forcing us to have to be in too much business that isn't ours to mind in the first place, but also not allowing us to create problems where there are none, or feel incentivized to do so. And we'll gain a different type of respect from the rest of the world, because this is where we need to go to as a planet anyway. So why wouldn't we lead in that direction? Why not be the chosen ones that we often tout ourselves to be and do what's right? Those are the three main platforms that I'll be running on as President of the United States. Now I come to you again humbly. I told you I represent all facets of life, so I am not perfect. You see me out here and I'm wearing a construction hoodie right now. You know what I'm saying? I actually have on I actually, you are dealing with somebody that's had problems and trouble with the law in the past. And trying to just survive and make do with what I understood that I could do. I think we have to also consider the fact that I've walked a lot of, it's also given me, those things have actually given me an experience that allows me to relate and to understand our system inside out. And I think that's a system that actually can be improved. I don't know about making America great again, but I know that we can actually be great. Be great and keep graduating. And we'll do that with Bishop Grady as the president of your country, United States of America. So from here on out until 2024 voting starts, I will be doing everything that I can to get you to write my name into the ballot for the 2024 election. So I want to thank you. As you see, I'm imperfect. You know, I'm not even chopping this up. This is not even written. I'm not reading off a teleprompter. So you know you are getting this from the heart. Bishop Grady, Brandon Shipman, wants to be the president of the United States of America. And this is my announcement. Stay tuned. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And I'll even sign this out how I typically do the other editor's notes and say green, war, and graduation.
Feeling groovy, still glowing like a star when I pull up on your movie. Graduation party CEO getting loopy. I can say I'm king, can't hide my crown, no goofy. Salute me or remove me, and you probably had to shoot me, cause my attitude be fuck your whole squad like the groupie. Recruit me, we recouping like a I-8 bars like a bad bitch.